Thank you. Right, we should be live. Let's see who's... I'm going to have to edit the title to show the actual game here. There we go, that should work. Hello everyone. We are watching the CCL18 playoffs first round match between MiketheMachine's top Wood Elves and Juhanian's second Wood Elves. So it's a pretty exciting sounding match. Juhanian was down TV, so he has bought a Babe and a Wizard, and also has won the Fame for the match. We are setting up here. I've got no dice log, which is a little bit strange. I put skills on, keep forgetting that, seeing as I was told that by many people over on Stolens. Razda, just DJ Raz, you are Razda, right? Razda seems to want Mike to win. Oh, apparently Mike's got a lot of support here. It's either Mike's got a lot of friends or Juhanian smells, one or the other. Yeah, put the skills on so you can have a look at the teams here. We did have a look at them over on Stolen's channel earlier. Juhanian has the lower TV team and the slightly underskilled war dancers, just both tackle. He does, however, have a bag of tricks in these two Agility 5 leap linos, and he does have the movement up tree with grab and guard, whereas Mike has got the block tree with grab and guard. Mike has this player, movement 8, Agility 5 leap wrestle lino, and his two war dancers are slightly better, both on level 3, one with mighty blow, one with strip, and there's no sure hands as I can see on Juhanian's side, so that strip might come in handy. Oh, he is he? Fair enough. Then you're allowed to support him. It's not down to Juhanian smelling. Oh, I've just realised. You guys will probably want... Let's go with armor breaks. High kick. Nothing as crazy as has been happening in other playoff matches. We had one earlier with a thrown rock that killed 2 players and then 2 pitch invasions. Oh, did not get thrown out. I don't know who won the kickoff. I'm assuming Juhanian won the kickoff and put Mike on offense, but I don't have the rolls to go back there, sorry. Yeah, it's interesting that Juhanian allowed a hit on the dancer straight off, isn't it? Oh, I'm punished for it as well. I guess, I mean, his other players are, with the dancers so unskilled, his other players are more important to defend. So what do we think here? Do we think that Mike will stall out the 8 turns? Or 7 maybe, because of the wizard? Or do we think he'll score fast and go on defense? With the ball so deep, I can't get all of the players on in the same shot. Yeah, both those agi up leapers are better leapers than the dancer. Nice removal there. Just a basic lino, but it's nice to go up a man. I assume we're going to see a last action tree block. Some tree on tree action. I don't know, Steve. I think, well, they're probably just going to end up doing this, aren't they? The block tree will hit the stand-up tree, and then the other tree can stand up, so will, and then the block tree will hit it again. So I guess I prefer the block tree, because at some point you can roll an 11. But standing up again is very nice, isn't it? For free. Oh, baby. Mike's going to have a think about this, I would think. And he lets it go and does not get thrown into the opponent's half. Got away with that. Hey, Kylo. Oh. Now I would definitely prefer the block tree, Steve, because the movement tree is immediately rooted. That's a rough blow for Juhanian, isn't it? Made that argument, and you'll see that Mike pushed him away and didn't follow there on the off chance that this happened and got rewarded. So that was pretty nice. Yes, Kylo. Is I mean, you get a movement tree and then it just roots immediately, and there's no way that anyone's hitting that tree down in this match. So that's just where it's going to stand now for however many turns until the next drive. Unless maybe Juhanian can push someone into it and take both down. Which maybe could have been an option this turn. Could have blitzed this lino into the tree. Last action, both down, because he can stand back up for free, so... you wish in Mike's tree to root as well, Steve. And they just stand there in the middle doing nothing for the entire game. Some good pressure on the right here from Juhanian, isn't there? These are quite deep. I suspect one of these is going to get... Well, this one probably is going to get punched. It would be funny, wouldn't it? I know, I don't have a cam set up, Retro. I've got all of that stuff on its way, because this is a fairly new stream. I have a new mic and all of things like that set up, so I'm just using what I had at the time. And, and yeah, Steve has basically jinxed Mike here. So if this affects Mike's half in any way, we can all blame Steve. That was clearly his fault. Witch hexed him. So once I get the stream set up properly, Retro, you can see my pretty face. Survives another mighty blow hit. Other than the trees, only mighty blow on the pitch. Where does he go with this, do you think? This area? Just shore up over here. Didn't hit any of these, so he's going to have to go forward, isn't he? Over here somewhere. There we go. A description of my pretty face. It's a face, and it's pretty. This is not Tinder, Retro. You want me to fill in my profile? He's just going to have to live with that, isn't he, Steve? That wizard's going to hang over his head no matter what. It's probably going to be one of the big deciders in this match, barring any crazy dice. What that wizard does and when it does it is going to be the defining moment, I would think. Can you hear any game sounds, by the way, chat? I have turned them on, but my desktop audio is showing very low. And do you want to hear game sounds? Yeah, that strip ball dancer is going to be... You can't hear any, Carlo? Hang on. There you go, it's a little better. You can hear some crowd noises in the background now. Popped his dodge there, but luckily only had one to make. We are watching from Mike's side, Garyon. And yeah, it's not too easy. You'll notice that the trees are out of it straight away. Doing nothing. Yeah, it's not really... Mike has the ball, so you're just going to have to go by the circles. It's Mike's drive. He's on offense. Both trees rooted in the first 2 turns. So it's just elf on elf action. Again, good pressure from Juhanian here. He is definitely getting stuck in there. Who do we blitz here, do you think? A dancer again? Or can't really reach any of the higher value targets? Or maybe the wrestle's worse. Oh. Just gets the 1 in 9 there. Eats it. Sensibly. Makes things a little more interesting now, though, doesn't it? What do you do with the ball here if you're Mike? Wizard hovering over your head. This lineman in scoring range. Only 4 turns. 6 turns left, Steve. Think about what happens if he greeded that into double skulls. Oh, and he would have greeded it into a 1 in 9. All the 1 in 9s for Mike. Do you go for the ball on this turn if you're Juhanian? I can't see him using a fireball, so he would be hoping, wouldn't he? If he hit those 4 with a fireball, he'd just be praying for dice. I don't think that's a good use of the wizard. Woody's and Skaven more like the surgical bolt, and he's not using the wizard this turn, so... Not a lot of pows going on in this match, is there? Tackle not doing a great deal. Lots of pushes and skulls and both downs. Oh, these trees get in the way, don't they? Oh, there's an interesting pow. Ah, no armor break. Gets away with that. Chess and drill? I'm sure there's meanings behind Mike's names. I think Juhanian's just gone for standard cyanide names. So, nothing crazy happened so far. Dice have been a bit poor. Going for this... going for the one-turn catcher. And again, does he greed this? He does, and gets the pow. Oh, and is rewarded for his greed. Greed is good. That'll be an interesting 4+ for Juhanian later. Juhanian also has a babe, Steve. He was just enough behind that he got to have a babe as well as a wizard, but nothing else as far as I'm aware. Mike was in before his match started and then cut out and said babe and wizard. There's nothing else showing. The useless tree standoff, yeah. Well, now I've said useless tree standoff. When I change it to Mexican standoff, sounds racist. But yeah, just 2 trees staring at each other for however many turns this drive goes on for. Oh, yes, Steve, you're right. Sorry, a 3+ roll. Treenschwarfe. Mister, you got to do the dad puns, surely. Oh man, trees just getting in the way of players is so annoying. I don't know if you've been there since the start, Odon, but yeah, it's been a pretty cagey match, as you might have expected. No crazy dice. That was the first big removal, really. Mighty Blow hadn't done a lot of work until that point. Both trees not getting involved, so no Mighty Blow from them. Basically, turn one, Mike's tree knocked the other tree down, didn't follow. Juhanian's tree stood up for free because of the movement, but rooted. And then turn two, Mike's tree rooted. So they've been non-factors in this game. Other than just they're in the way. They may as well just be pillars in Dungeon Ball. And there's been a lot of pushes and skulls. Not too many pows handed out to either side. So it's all just cagey positioning. That was not bad, Kyle. Welcome to the Dad Joke Club. Sadly, with the lack of dice and powers, there's not a great deal to talk about here, is there? Both good coaches, both aren't going to make any crazy positioning errors. Nothing to point out with great plays that I've noticed and they haven't, because, let's be honest, they're both better coaches than I am, so... No worries, Odon. See you later, man. Yeah, 4-4 looking very unlikely, Kylo. As Steve said earlier, Wizard and Strip are going to be the factors. Oh, he's gone for the Squishy Loner. That does not get rewarded. Squishy Loner Syndrome definitely not in play. Has stuck a Squishy Loner on his tree, though, which is nice. Tree might actually get to do something. Seems like Mike's going to move up heavy here. With these two guys down deep. It does indeed look that way. You know, as we've all played against Wizards, you know that Mike is just playing all of these turns, just waiting for that bolt or fireball. The Damocles axe of a Wizard hanging above his head for the entire goddamn game. I guess to avoid the fireball here, he's done a slightly wide cage. There are no guards on Juhanian's side, so that's fine. Or maybe he's... I mean, he's... Yeah, average. The thing is, normally you'd say that, but Juhanian doesn't have Strip on his side and Mike does. So they're kind of equal in tricks, I think. I mean, Juhanians is not guaranteed, is it? Bolts roll a 1 all the time. Yes, Kylo, a lot can be learned from watching players like this, even though it's not a lot of action. The positioning and attention paid to each turn from these top level coaches, it's excellent to learn from. Like I said, you notice the wide cage keeping the fireball in mind. His dancers died, Rice. Juhanian had to play some games, and his dancers both died. And then the first skill he gave to both of them was tackle. I don't know why. Yeah, Mike's Mighty Blow, Mike's Strip Ball, and are the counters to Juhanian's Edge 5 Leapers and Wizard. So, I mean, do we see it here, do you think? Wide cage, easy dodge in. Bolt, fireball even. I doubt we'll see a fireball in this match. And that exact disagreement, Rice, is why this game is interesting. Because you get to watch the matchup of both. Multiple tricksy leap edge 5 players and a wizard on one side. Mighty blow tackle strip on the other side. I wouldn't, Kylo. I would take wrestle first. But it's not wrong. I just wouldn't. Because wrestle saves you as well. Wrestle's good when they hit you. Strip does nothing when they hit you. Oh! Get to see the animation of a Lino leaping. I don't think I've seen that in a while. Wrestle, ball is down. Not a, I mean, you want to say not a great scatter, but there are no great scatters really from that point, are there? I guess North would have been the best scatter in one tackle zone. But the blitz is used, the ball is in 2 tackle zones. I'm guessing Edge 5 will try to retrieve. Oh. Okay. Never mind. That's a very bad time for a snake, isn't it? Ball is on the floor. Successful sack. And immediate snake. Ball is up, and this time on a strength 3 player. Avoid the same thing that happened last time, which was the 2 dice sack. Mike got a lucky break there, I think. If we see that tried again, now it's going to have to be a 1 dice sack. Zoom out a bit here, get the rest of the teams in. All the action's in the top left, but there's quite a lot of players down here. But wrestle is all offense. It's not all offense, Rice. Wrestle does defensive uses. I think that's why I would take it first. Strip doesn't help you when you get punched by someone with block. There we go. Mike racking up some KOs here. That babe had better do some work for Juhanian. I'm a little distracted by the argument going on in chat about the strip versus wrestle. As you can see, Mike has made the wide cage again to avoid the 5-man X-Cage fireball. He's also double screened. These guys here stopping the easy retrieval. I think that last turn was Juhanian's attempt at the ball. I think we might see this play out the drive now, and Juhanian keeps the wizard for the second half. Yeah, he hadn't handed off, MJ. He did roll a couple of ones, to be fair. The ball was kicked into the end zone. The catcher was the one who could reach it, and then he rolled 2 ones to pick up. So I don't think he wanted to risk the handoff. Juhanian not getting the powers again. Trees now not even part of the game. And zoom in away from them. They block players. I don't see what Juhanian does here. I don't see a play for him, really. The entirety of Mike's team is in that left-hand corner. And even his tree does nothing there. There is the ever-present threat of the Edge 5 Leapers and the Wizard, but someone's going to take a mighty blow punch to the face.
You're very interesting wizard right now.
Oh, hey, Stolen. Is your game over?
Mm-hmm. We don't speak of that game, though.
I'm guessing you did not end up winning that game.
I did not.
Okay, then we will not speak of it ever again. The other voice on the line is Stolen XP, for anyone who didn't come here from his channel earlier. Let me know if you can hear him at a reasonable volume. I'll see what I can do about that if you can't. Yeah, so Stolen, I don't know if you were listening to me talk about it, but Juhanian had his chance at the ball and immediately snaked a dodge. The other voice is a mumble. Turn your mic up, Stolen. Can you do that?
I can. Are you sure it's not your...
If I turn up desktop audio, the game sounds will go up with it, won't they?
Yeah. But I'm on the same audio channel as that, so if that's cranked way down, then we'll be able to hear me anyway.
It's not cranked down, but if you turn yourself up higher than the game sounds, that'll be the better way around. If not, I will...
Is that any better?
That is a lot better, yes. Chat will let us know whether or not that's the case. And another removal. That's the 4th KO there for Mike. It's because it's a Discord call, Steve.
Well, not only that, when you crank up the mic in Discord, it tends to get a little
echoey.
reverby.
Right. I could turn up my desktop audio and turn down the sounds on the game.
It's one of those things where, like, audio takes a little bit of tweaking for doing this, and while we have it configured for the other way around, this way around is a little, it's a new, or we're trying again. So. Oh, that's probably right. Billy Nick said you're catching my volume. Your mic. Are you not listening through headphones?
I'm not, no. I don't even know where they are. Hang on.
Alright, so I'm not 100% sure I'm synced with Artemis here, but since every game we've cast, I've been behind. I'm just going to assume I'm behind so I don't spoil anything. If I you say something a little early.
Right, I am now listening through headphones. So chat will have to let me know if that has fixed the echo problem. How are you telling who's who? Is that what you're... Yeah, we're living off circles here. And Vico's saying now you've disappeared completely. I'm just talking to nobody. I haven't got XSplit on stolen. And every time I try to do something, I'm losing the game. I'm just going to put you back to echoey for a second till halftime. Right, I've taken the headphones out just so we don't miss the action here before halftime. And I'll try to do some fixes while they're setting up again.
There's a stun. Well, I guess it's not big. It's just a stun. Trying to get some damage and then head. Am I synced with you by chance?
You're going to be a little bit behind like I was, I think.
All right.
Even though it's live. Yeah. So Juhanian gets half of his KOs back. Pretty standard. And yeah, he'll go for the one turn, I would think, or it depends on what Mike sets up here.
Yeah. And yes, Kylo, I'm just your imaginary friend here on the stream.
Yeah.
Swapping over to stolen stream could be an easy option, yes, but then you're gonna have videos when we go to other places.
I've turned my speakers down, so you shouldn't come through my mic so much, because that's what it's picking up, isn't it? My microphone's blasting your voice out. We have, Steve, yeah.
Oh, it seems like my voice was only coming through before. Yeah, I mean, that could be the, well, that is an easy fix. That does, that is playing pinball with the viewers, which is a little interesting there, Steve. In theory, though, it should have just be playing through your desktop audio. But if your desktop audio is playing through two different inputs, clear now, just quiet.
Right, so if you turn your mic back up, that should work.
Okay, well, in theory.
Let's find that out.
Okay, crank the back.
Yeah, I'm I'm going on what you told me earlier, and that this would this would just pipe through.
Okay, can you guys hear me any better? Steve and Rick and all you guys?
Now I'm echoing too. What have you done to me, Storm? You've ruined everything that was happening.
I don't know. It should have been easy.
It was fine.
Are we actually echoing? Oh no, you're yeah, you're
Yes, we're both just ghosts, Skylo. It is huge, Necro. That's why I've gone quiet a little, because rather than us talking about my echoey mic, I want to watch this this attempt. He's having a little think about which way around to do this, isn't he?
Yeah, because he's going for the one turner here, right?
He is. Turn 8. He has the plus movement catcher with sidestep and sprint, so he just needs one push to get him in range, and it looks like he's set up just for one push here. Deep kick. Nothing interesting on that. That's a very deep kick. Well, now he's put that player back, Steve. I was a bit worried. Earlier he moved around. He was just looked like he was just going for the one push and ignoring it. Gets his first push. There we go. There's the guy you put back.
For some reason, I was thinking that we're in frenzy, and I was like,
no, they do not have frenzy. Hey, Yak. There you go. 3 dice. Gets another push.
and with the second push, you don't need to push him anymore.
He's not going for a third, so yeah, he just knocks him down to take a tackle zone off the guy. So this is all about the pick-up throw and dodges. Lots of non-ones. There's the first one. Is he going? He's going to hand off. Oh!
There's the first one.
He failed a pass there. So his reroll's gone.
To the catcher.
Here's the handoff. It's good. All on the dodges and 2 GFIs here.
Yep. Now for people playing at home, you go diagonal through this. You don't run straight down.
I have the stream running, Necro. It's fine. Oh, here we go. Oh, baby. Easy time.
What else?
Wood Elves doing Wood Elf things. That's big. Juhanian goes into the second half 1-1 with a wizard intact. Sorry, Steve. That is a big moment, though.
Can I just bet on the red the red Wood Elves?
Yeah. Bet on the woodies with the tree and the 2 dancers.
I guess. So is that? Okay, so hold on. The rose. So okay. Juhanian.
The one we're looking at the angle from is Mike. We're looking from Mike's point of view. So he's the one currently setting up. He will have to defend against Juhanian, who has a wizard. So he's going to have to probably be pretty aggressive here. He's going to need to strip the ball, because he can't let it stall out. The wizard will... the KO's staying out his big necro. He failed both KO. Earlier he had 2 from 4, which was average, but this time he had snakes. Neither came back. This one in particular you'll miss. The other one's just a Lionel. Nobody missing from Mike. In fact, Mike's still got a spade dude. Let's see if the trees can be a little more influential in this half, rather than just being there as they were in the first half. The trees were also on the pitch. So I'm hoping we don't get some kind of crazy kickoff event for this. It's fun for the fun matches, but when you get a tight match like this, you don't want to decide it by a kickoff event. You still there, Stolen?
I'm still here, yeah.
Okay. You went very quiet.
I'm still stuck on the red versus slightly brown.
Yeah, you're just going to have to go on circles. The one I'm watching from Mike's point of view, and every time it switches, once they've all mixed together, it's just look at circles. That's all you've got, really.
It's interesting. Of the two of the same team make it to the playoffs in almost identical colors. And it's not like Cyanide only gave you 4 colors to choose from. They're the whole slew of different colors. It's just red was very popular.
Oh, look at that. He's gone for a short kick, hoping for a blitz. Doesn't get it. In fact, Juhanian gets a reroll. Quite the opposite. Both have guard trees, so both useful on the line.
Technical issues, Yak. I've cranked everything up.
Yeah, we're not entirely certain. Sorry, Yak. I could turn up my desktop audio, maybe.
I mean, unless they're right that the only reason they're hearing me coming through your speakers into your mic, but I don't think it wouldn't be as clear as I think it comes across if it were that.
Yeah, I've turned the speakers down as well. They wouldn't hear you at all, I don't think. So let us know if any of the little fiddlings I'm doing between turns actually makes Stolen louder, and I'll leave it. Oh, there we go. Apparently I fixed it, Stolen. Speak. Make sure that everyone can hear you. He's gone now. Are you speaking at all there, Stolen? Say words.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I fixed it, and Stolen's left. Apparently in disgust at me fixing the fact that now we can hear him. Yeah, to be fair, the shock that I fixed it broke me. I'm assuming he's just not speaking and I haven't broken him. If you are speaking, Stolen, and we can't hear you, just type in chat and we'll sort something out. Oh my god, these trees. You kidding me? Straight up. Juhanian was so happy at his movement up tree. And turn 1, both halves, it's rooted. You enjoy that movement 3 tree. Immediate root on the other tree. These trees suck. That is fantastic. Yeah, okay. So the trees are out again. I guess unless one of them takes both down and then they both unroot. I think that's always the case with Wood Elves Necro. Oh, you're right, Yak. One is a block tree. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you can't choose not to use block, annoyingly, in this game. So the other one's, yeah, he's kind of stuck now, isn't he? Unless he gets powed. As Stolen hasn't commented in chat, I'm guessing he has actually just left. He'll be back shortly, I'm sure. So he is on call for work. Are you guys getting game sounds nice as well? No game sounds at all, Yak. Okay. Hang on. There we go. A little louder for Yak. I don't care about game sounds either, Necro, but some people, I mean, because in a game like this, it's live, there's not a lot to talk about in the downtime. Have some sounds. I am not putting Jim and Bob on, Yak. I will not go that far. They're great for like a week. And then you've heard everything they've ever said 8 times. Yeah, I guess when something dies, it will actually be a little bit more satisfying to hear that noise, won't it, Necro?
Alrighty, I do want to apologize, but when the owner calls, I have to. I ducked out and I wasn't.
That's no problem, Stolen. We guessed. Apparently, you can be heard very well now. I fixed it.
Ah.
And you've missed not much.
Well, I was still able to hear with me. It's the wonderful thing about having wireless headphones. But I work for a guy who likes to talk in circles, so it was a 2-second conversation, amplified by the fact that we had to repeat it 6 times.
So, yeah, so both trees have rooted again.
Okay.
In turn 1 again.
The trees don't want to play game.
they just don't. Poor Juhanian. I feel for Juhanian more because he's loved having a movement up tree.
Wait, whose piece is that?
The ones with circles around at the moment are Juhanian's players.
So the card up to the side said Artemis the Black Ear?
Artemis Blackaleer is on Mike's team.
Ah, okay. I just couldn't tell who was selected there.
I don't know where he is. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Next to the tree. Lying down. Having a quick rest. Artemis Blackaleer.
There you are. The wrestle piece.
Mike has very graciously named a player after me. Obviously in the hopes that he would do something useful, and instead he's just on the floor.
Oh. Helgen. Chubb step.
I'm not 100% neutral, Steve. I have tagged Mike to win. I just don't mind which one does win. Oh, here we go. Lovely fail dodge into self-removal. AB7 life.
Oh no! Please don't go the way of the earlier or Jamis game.
Everyone just kills themselves on failed dodges. That'll help. Oh, was that a squishy loner? Yes, it was. Squishy loner syndrome kicking right in. So basically AV5 as he's a loner. Holy cow. The trees are up and facing each other. Yay.
Now, you can't push a tree that's been rooted, can you?
You cannot push a tree that's been rooted. They stand firm anyway, but they don't even get the option.
Yeah, so I mean, at this point, those trees just get to hit each other all day long. Maybe one of them will break the other.
Well, as the Yakastay mentioned, you can't choose not to use block. So you'd have to POW Mike's tree, whereas Juhanian's tree could unroot himself, but by taking a both down, but he would just stand back up in Mike's tackle zone. So it's kind of pointless. You would have to take a both down, stand up, blitz Mike's tree, POW it, and then step away.
Okay, well. Right, because
Sorry, I went quiet then because the sweets I was eating got caught in my throat. Don't eat on stream, ladies and gentlemen.
no, actually sometimes I'm worried about because you choke on water more often if you're like something happens. It's
I just do a spit take all over my mic.
yeah, that happens. So we're pressuring the ball back here.
Yeah, he is pressuring the ball.
I'm going to need to use vague terms because I still haven't figured out how to keep the teams separate. This is Mike the Machine's team, right? Pressuring the ball, or Juhanian's ball?
It is still Mike's. It's lit up at the top right. Or if the team name is up, it's their team.
All right.
So it's just changed to Rose before Hose, and you'll notice Mike's team name has disappeared.
I have. I swear, chat, this isn't my first time watching Blood Bowl games.
Those little things. So yeah, he stuck a diving tackle blodge step on the ball. So that's going to need to be dealt with. Although Elves do dodge away on a 4+. You don't really want to be risking a 75% dodge, do you, with the ball?
No, not really. Not in this game. Not against Elves.
So that is going to have to be dealt with. That is a very aggressive move.
Again, we're just making them throw because now he's got to dodge out answer here. The other lineman, it's an AG5 lineman, so dodges on a 2+. But with as many ones as we've seen through the CCL playoffs, even these seem like scary moves, even with rerolls.
I don't think he can clear him unless he moves all these players back to fill the squares. I think he'll just be hoping for a power with the tackle. But where does he go with the ball is more interesting because now he's down men. You'll notice there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 circles lit up because he had no bench and 3 players are off. So he's very outmanned here.
I don't like a bolt here.
I don't think he'll spend a bolt on that.
That's
Did not get the POW.
we might see this rerolled.
He's going to think about it, isn't he?
Yep.
Does get
There
the
it
POW.
is.
Big reroll. It is an option, Steve, yeah. Oh, and a stun. That's a nice little bonus there. So I guess we're going to see the ball come down the right-hand side. All of Mike's team on the left seems pretty standard there.
But
Yes?
so him running the ball down to the right hand of the pitch Okay, I guess you can pull over a few pieces, but if we snake a dodge, or we...
I mean, that's the thing, Woodies. You're gonna roll all the dodges. If you snake a dodge, you're screwed anyway. The biggest problem with snaking a dodge or something right now is that Mike has multiple pieces in scoring range.
Yes. And like Steve has pointed out, the strip ball tackle pieces on the other side of the pitch. So it might be a very
yes,
be as far away from that as possible.
All of very far left over here. But we'll see all of Mike's team come back to... They might be playing do-si-do around the tree for the next couple of turns.
Oh, the trees. If I ever play Wood Elf team, we're naming the tree of the mulberry bush. You can play ring.
No, you're stuck in there to protect from the leap.
Yep.
I think it's because they know how to play Woodies very well, Noob, that it's 1-1.
The issue is both of them know how to play Woody.
Yeah.
And play against. So.
Oh, that's rough, Yak. Anarian would be 3-1 against someone else.
I wonder how many touchdowns these two teams have scored during the season.
See, the thing is, that's what I mean. They'll probably play a lot of their games like this. It's safe wins. If you want to get into playoffs, you want to guarantee the win more than you want to take risks to get multiple touchdowns. Catcher's getting a slap in. We're gonna oh, just a stunt. Yes, Necro. They want to get away from that diving tackle blodge stepper, don't they? Because that's a bit of a threat. Because of the skill spam, anyone new to the stream might not notice that both trees are rooted behind their skills. So that's why they're just standing around doing nothing, staring at each other. Again, as they did the entire first half.
They've actually become really good friends. They're the best tree friends ever.
Yeah. Just having a chin wag. Oh, hey. There's the scary one. Oh, that's a nice aggressive move on the corner of the cage there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's some pressure there. I like that. I mean, this is... Because he's so many players down, this is kind of rough, isn't it, for Juhanian? He's elf screened. The trees are in the way. Mike's put pressure on the back left of his cage. We are going to see a bolt. Just a stun, but I guess we're going to see them go through that middle elf there.
Yep.
It's not the way you want to use a wizard, but in this case, I don't think you had much choice.
I think Mike did very well to force that bolt out. Like,
yeah.
There was no other lines of it. Like, there are no other lines other than using that bolt there.
Mighty Blow has done work. He's the only Mighty Blow, other than the trees who've done nothing, on the pitch. He's got the knockouts with it. They haven't come back. Juhanian's down men. This is what happens. Both top-level coaches. Teams not that far apart. Things like that Mighty Blow make all the difference. You can't be down men in a matchup like this. It's almost going to be a potato here. Yes, Steve. I mean,
yeah, but it's a forced one.
Yes, but it's still going to be one. And as Steve pointed out, he's going to need to... Oh, dear.
Yep.
Oh, he will not have... Well, he's got the power anyway. But he will not have wanted to use the reroll there.
That's a rough reroll. If they do happen to draw it and go now, Juhanian's just down to 1 reroll.
Yeah, he's going to have a think here about his positioning now that he has no reroll. All 3 players wanting to go through the gap have dodge. So, you know, that's not too bad. No tackles in play. All now got to pass a snake test.
Well,
If any of these snake, obviously screwed.
I mean, all of them had dodge anyway, so losing team reroll doesn't change any of like this going through.
Yeah, I meant before his block because he needed a POW on that.
Yeah.
Had he just got a push and not having a reroll to go for the POW, you would have been in some trouble.
Okay, so that War Dancer is now in scoring range if things need to be.
Yeah. So Mike here, I mean, he does have this guy, chess and drill, edge 5, leap, wrestle, dodge to go for a ball attempt. He can just put pressure on, or he can do both. Because if Juhanian scores here, the wizard's gone. Mike has plenty of turns to score back.
Had to force the pass there, even though it's 2+2+. It's still.
I think the pass
ground.
there was more because the catcher holding the ball was strength 2, and was going to be 2 dice blitzed. Whereas I don't think Mike can get an assist unless he actually could dodge through here. Look, that's just a 2+ dodge he's left there.
Yeah.
I think that might be a positioning error from Juhanian. If this guy was here and this guy was here, that blocks off this 2+ route through. We'll see if Mike goes for that and gets the assist on the dancer. Normally, to block off these dodges, you want to do the chess knight, 2 down, 1 across. When you do the full diagonal here, you just leave an easy run through the middle. For elves, it's an easy run through the middle anyway.
Yeah.
Juhanian didn't have a buttload of pieces to work with, did he? So.
Like he's just putting in spots where like he's forcing the dice to roll. Juhanian's forced to do this. Like it's not the worst positioning. I mean,
it's not a huge error, but if he can get someone through there for an assist, that's gonna be pretty crucial because he did only make that pass to put it on a strength 3 guy.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and with an assist, yeah. Couple of 2+s for 2 dice on the ball.
So have Mike and Juhanian played in CL playoffs?
Of Mike and Juhanian, you cut out a bit there. Of Mike and Juhanian,
Have they played CL playoffs? Like, this isn't their first time showing up in the CCL playoffs, right?
oh no, it's not their first playoffs at all.
When I get a chance, I'd like to go back and because, as you said, he went through there. He's now on the assist, but.
Yeah.
Has any other coach that's already played been in the playoffs before?
Yeah, I would think so. You would have to have a look at that. Yeah, I mean, Ungun's played, and he's the current champion. Oh, he gets the POW.
Yep.
Took
the
the
reroll, but he got it.
Gets the POW. Where's this ball going? In the crowd. Could go anywhere.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
So what happens if a tree catches it?
Yeah, sorry, Juhanian. That has not ended well for you.
And
I think the crowd is on Mike's side. Yep. That's a 2+ pickup and away.
And
that's that.
Pieces are nowhere to. Yep. That's
Yeah, puppy. Retrieval will not be the tricky bit anymore. Crowd has gone. Here, Mike, have the ball. Yeah, I don't see how Juhanian comes back from this. He's not. I mean, that guy can reach the ball, sort of. Some crazy dodges. But, I guess he can go back and pressure and see if he has any turns left to equalize for overtime. But this is, yeah. That was the big moment of this half and this game.
Yep, there's a turning point. I'm really wanted the ball to watch them catch it. Just to, like, be at the point of, like, well, the trees have done nothing. Yeah, hold the ball, please.
He can, Vicatage, yeah. I didn't notice this guy. Yeah, the dancer would have to make a bunch of dodges and a GFI, but he can also reach him.
Yeah, it's not completely out of the way, but here are a bunch of dice you don't want to roll.
You want him to leap, Steve?
The leap might actually be better.
I mean...
It's 1, 3 plus, 2 plus.
Yeah, but that's a 3+ with free reroll. And that's what happens when you do the leap instead.
So what you do is you... Normally, I would have done dodge until dodges.
Oh, man. Have a GFI boot to the face. I love how you fail a GFI, but it still has the other guy just kick you in the head. Do you know what? I'd be tempted to foul that dancer. So many men up. All of the rest of the players down here.
Oh, should just stall. I mean, you don't want to give Juhanian another one.
Oh, thanks,
one
Steve. I forgot that he was standing next to the other tackle dancer. Yeah, so leap was better. You are absolutely correct. I should pay more attention to the skills above their heads because there's so many of them. Gets a hit on the edge 5. Nope, survives it though. Armor 7 holding up against Mighty Blow there.
So yeah, I'm not. I'm almost on board with bringing the. Well, the catcher. No, VGP is not someone I want to go foul with, and I think he's the only one. I guess this. 1, 2, 3. With the going for it, you can bring over this block kick piece. But
yeah, GFI to foul. He looks like he might be going for it.
It does. Go.
Oh, he's
GFI
just stuck
the
he's just stuck the diving tackle there, so he can run away, and the dancer has to deal with it.
We already saw that this war dancer doesn't like to leap anyways, so.
Yeah. And he can only get, I mean, once he stands up, he can only get 5 plus his 2 GFIs. This guy's going to be over here somewhere in a second.
Yeah, thinking like that, Steve, me and Artemis, all we're doing is watching still miss skills. So you just, on the players while you're playing in a high octane moment like this, I can see misplays happening just because of the setting here. But these two teams are pretty like...
There's so many skills that I've literally just blanked them out to try and follow who's who. He is going for the foul.
On the guard piece.
Oh, and it fails. Now then.
Ooh.
It is still on a strength
leap.
2.
3 plus leap, 2 plus 2 plus to either knock that guy down or push him into the end zone.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The thing is, he can't. If he leaps over the diving tackle, he still has to dodge away from diving tackle.
Nope.
So he has to
the
go 3,
left.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, he has to dodge. He has to leap diagonally.
Yeah, and then he's
Double GFI hit on the ball.
Yeah. Either way, anyway, he looked
with
two
no
GFIs
no
on the ball.
retrieval really.
Nope.
All of his retrievals are on the floor. But it's better than nothing, isn't it?
Yeah, he's still got his one turner. So I mean, you could in theory then just try and tie it up with 3 turns or with 2 turns left.
Mike will not want to score before turn 16.
No, I mean for Juhanian, here you could push him into the end zone on a lead
Oh, I
going
see what you
for
mean.
it. Hit.
Yep, that's a play. Mike may come to regret not having run him over here.
Ooh,
The leap has
he
worked.
does this time.
Here we go. Oh, man. Game says no.
We can try though.
Yeah,
What
and
the
he's
stun now
stunned as
means.
well. I mean, that is rough. I do think that was a slight mistake by Mike there. He basically relied entirely on the foul and left the lino in range. That 8-move lino could have been over here and completely out of range of that dancer. But game says, nah, it's fine.
Yep, he just has to move the ball 3 spaces to the left, put it on the sideline, and I don't get there.
Yeah, currently no one can get there. Now that dancer's stunned. Juhanian has nothing. This guy will get mighty blow tackled, I would think.
Yeah, crowd can retrieve necropotence. Did a real good job for MiketheMachine there.
Yeah. Yeah, that being a pow into the end zone, into the crowd, down here somewhere. That would have been nice. Just to like make up for earlier. Looks like he's going for
Don't
the
even have to move
3
the ball
dice.
carrier.
Setting up a 3 dice mighty blow tackle. Does not like this piece.
Nope. I don't. Well, you break armor on this one, and
Oh man. That guy's resilient.
he is.
Mighty blow
he also
tackle
has leap,
twice. Just not even stunned.
So how far can you move? 5 spaces?
It's just that the
Yeah.
dancer comes back in turn 16. So I think he can stall to turn 16 here easy.
Yeah. Had he have broken the armor, the leap guy, I think he just easily run his team over here, and he's good for the rest of the thing.
Mike deciding which square he's going to stand in. He might be standing near the dancer because he's going to throw another foul next turn. But with more assists. Because Juhanian's not getting many players back there, is he? He's left a scoring threat in place down here.
Oh.
Which is now useless, so he's bringing him back.
Yep. I've now just caught on chat saying things like over here. Way worse now that you can't actually see my cursor. But yeah, like to the right hand side of the pitch, I think the ball would have went and stayed over there if he broke the armor on that hit. 'Cause
Maybe, but I think we might see a foul.
I mean, all the elves are gonna run down.
I think Mike's got enough players that he can screen off. But you can't screen off from a leap. So you want to get away from the dancer.
How about the AG5 lineman?
And I was going to say foul this guy. Blitz and foul the other one. Such a weird leap animation.
It is.
On the linos. War Dancers get the cool leap. They could have just given him the same animation. They would, Elves.
I don't know. It's like a weird kung fu movie.
Oh, there we go. I won.
Tree did something.
Tree did something. Well done, Tree. Turn 15.
15 turns, you finally kick something.
Oh, really? Carry on? Jesus. I'm going to spend my entire Sunday doing this.
Oh, boy. I literally can't. I've got more games today. I scheduled them all for today.
I'll just stay on.
Alrighty. I think if Yak's still around, he mentioned wanting to do one.
Yeah, if Yak's around, he can come join me. I guess all immediately talking about the next game. This one's still on.
Yeah. I mean, miracle. I don't want to say miracles, but like, we've seen the dice say no. It's we could see a foul here, fail on double one, get the guy sent off, and do a red die pow into the end zone, scattered, and
you could see a quad skull. You could see a turn 16 leap from one of the many Edge 5 leap players. Like Juhanian's entire team seems to be.
Looking at Juhanian's team, you just kind of think that that's what they started with, because there's a lot of them. Fiction is Kislev, and Juhanian is, I butchered that name, I apologize, but he is playing, I believe it's Amazon.
It is Mutant Amazons. Like 1900 and odd TV Mutant Amazons is Dionysian, and Fiction is, I think, somewhere around 1700 Kislev. That's happened to me, Steve, yeah, so... Right, so we've still got... He hasn't blitzed, so we've still got the blitz. He's gone for that leaper. Still no armor break on those guys. Yeah, let's see, he has a double GFI with this one. He's done the right call. He's hit the close one. I'm guessing this guy is going to foul the dancer. Yep. In goes another guy. And then Wrestle guy comes in for the big boot. Or the... It's not really a boot. All of the elves have not even been allowed shoes. So... There we go.
Oh, that stun,
That's the threat of him gone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could, in theory, do a lot of dodging with the catcher, get him as an assist. 3.
Yeah.
I
don't know what he does here. Edge 5, leap, red dice. Edge 5. Can you get... Can't cancel out assists. I'll zoom in on the action part. Oh, here we go. In comes the dancer. He's going for it. He's got the GFIs. He's got the leap. And gets a push. And he has no choice but to push him into the end zone.
Yep. I mean, working that out and getting the hit on him was...
And that, ladies and gents, is that. There's no special extra turn for pushing someone in the end zone a turn early. Just skips forward.
So, when you push somebody into the end zone, does it skip your opponent's next turn?
Yes, it counts as you scoring in your next turn.
Ah. So he just, he ended the game on his own terms.
Yep. And I think this is the tail of the tape here, isn't it? 9 armor breaks for Mike. His mighty blow doing work. Congratulations, Mike. Commiserations to Juhanian. Mike moves on. This is... let's have a look at the dice rolls.
It was good, solid Wood Elf team play on both sides. It's just one
Yes.
team's engine gave out.
Yep, 1 out of 6 leap failures. That's nice, isn't it? 12, 16, 13. Dice are fine. 20, 15, 23, fine.
Yep.
6 and 0 go for it for Mike. Could have eaten a reroll with one of those.
Yeah, the Mighty Blow Dancer was the big player.
Yeah, we were just saying that, Juhanian. The 9 armor breaks to 2. Mighty Blow. So many KOs. Losing both of the KOs that didn't come back after the being down men was the big thing. Mighty Blow, best skill, Mr. Shady. Yes, indeed. So if in doubt, take Mighty Blow. If you have Mighty Blow, and if in doubt, take Guard. So commiserations, Juhanian. You played well. You both played well. But those removals, too strong. Hey, Mike. Congratulations. Your fan club was in here.
Yeah.
We thought it was very interesting, Juhanian. Mike had Mighty Blow for removals and Strip, whereas you had you had the Edge 5 Leapers and the Wizard. It was an interesting match. And yeah, the positioning, moving the players around, caginess. I had fun watching something like that. I know it's not too exciting for some viewers, but I thought it was great.
Oh, Garion's saying that Mike the Machine gets the Underworld team. Olivier Duliac's team is facing off against Mike the Machine.
Yeah, whoever won this match is fighting whoever won Rick and Olivier, so it's Mike versus Olivier. So Mike gets half an Underworld team. Congratulations, Mike. There's your reward. To be fair, though, your half an Underworld team will get about 1,000 TV and inducements.
I don't know. I think Olivier is going to be able to make that a game. I don't think it's...
The thing is, with 1,000 of inducements, Olivier will have about half a bag of tricks.
Yeah.
You failed a couple of important dodges in that, Juhanian, yeah. I think Necro's more talking about his draw than the game there. So what's your schedule, Stolen? You've got a game planned?
I have my SMH game at 3. So at the time Fiction's game is supposed to start.
So in half an hour.
Yeah. So we'll have to find somebody else to help you cast for that one, but I don't see Yak.
Yeah, Yak's disappeared.
My Discord buddies are woefully empty.
Yeah, it's no offense to Olivier Delac, is it? If he had a full Underworld team at a high TV, we wouldn't be saying anything. But he has got only half a team. He'll have to do work with his... I really think he will get about 1,000 TV of inducements against you.
He gets his troll back, right? He'll have the troll for the game because I think it was only Miss Next.
No, it didn't exist.
Oh, it was dead?
Yeah,
oh.
He didn't have a troll. He didn't. He only had half a team.
Well, maybe he got enough money to buy a troll.
We were discussing that earlier, whether it would be better to buy a troll, because obviously against woodies you don't need the claw other than the tree. So if he bought a troll and managed to beat Mike and get some skills, then claw for the next match would be better. Or he could just keep the troll off, keep his TV low, and then he can induce either a regular troll, because they have loner anyway, or a claw troll.
Because it looked like in that game he only leveled up his blitzer.
Juhanian, you're saying he bought a Warpstone troll? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm looking at his team right now. I don't see it currently.
Right. If it's not in his team, he hasn't done. Yes, Steve. I think he should keep his TV low and induce the kind of troll that's useful. I think that he can induce a tentacles troll against Mike, and then if he does beat Mike and moves on, and the next match is against Bash, he can induce a claw troll. It's less money, but yeah, with that much inducement, you don't care too much. You'd rather have the troll that's best for the match. Olivier apparently is I mean, other than the fact that he's got through to playoffs, someone was saying earlier that Olivier is a very good and very known tabletop player over in France. So he's probably already thought of all these.
Yeah.
You're getting a tentacle troll and you know it. You enjoy that.
So when your tree decides to inevitably root on turn 1 and the troll walks away,
You're getting a tentacle troll, and then on turn 1, as he did against Rick, his Claw Mighty Blow Blitzer is going to kill your tree. It's going to go downhill from there. You enjoy that.
Why give it to the Blitzer? It's the rock at the beginning will knock out the...
The rock will kill Mike's dancer.
Induces a troll, take out the troll and the war dancer, and then we'll have talked about it for nothing.
Yeah, we were having a nice little conversation about the trees at the start of that match, Mike, and then they immediately took themselves out of the game. And then I was just making a joke about that in the start of the second half, and they both immediately took themselves out of the game again. It was pretty rubbish, wasn't it? Look at that. Mike's passed 1 take root, and Juhanian's passed none. What a pile of rubbish. First turn take root for Juhanian in both halves, and then Mike's threw a first block on the tree in turn 1 of the first half, and then rooted in turn 2, and also rooted in turn 1 of the second half. Pile of rubbish. Yeah, Juhanian should take his tree out the back and just shoot it. This is nice though. Edge 5 leap in. Look at that.
Alrighty, so I spoke to my SMH opponent. He says we can push the game back. So I'm free to cast if we can't find another.
Yeah, if you're going to do that, well, I'll bump everyone back to you because you have a nice face cam and I don't at the moment. So it's normally better for someone to see a face as well.
Okay, give me a few seconds to reset up my stream.
There's no rush. It doesn't start for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we've got to find something to do for 20 minutes. Let's go buy that. Let's go buy that RTS Blitz or Blood Bowl game and play that for 20 minutes.
Blitz Bowl. Let's play some Invisible Corn.
That could be a thing.
So has everyone seen the Invisible Corn? Necro, we're going to carry on in a minute. I'm going to bump everyone back to Stolen's channel, unless you were actually going to bed, and we're going to watch the next match. The total amount of dice? You mean this, Mike? And yes, as you can see by that, 52 ones and only 17 sixes in that match. Yeah, there was a fair amount of failure. To be fair, it's not like Woodies need sixes for anything, and a lot of those ones will have kept you alive as well, but there was a lot of failures going on in that match. The trees ate 4 of those ones straight off.
I mean, it's not as bad as, like, say, 44 dodges where you only succeed, like, 22.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it? Very ridiculous amount of ones that game had. It's not just your game either. In when Ungern's Goblins played Gasol Mall's Skaven, I think in one turn there was like 10 ones. It was crazy. The turn started with the Troll blitzing, rolling a 1, and then he actually tried to re-roll it, and for the loner it was a 1. And then later there was like a triple skulls.
Well, the cast
yes, Mike. I'll save this one, and it'll go up on the YouTube channel as well as staying on this as a VOD. Stolen is cutting the other matches up and handing them off, and we'll all put them on a YouTube playlist so that we can just advertise that and people will be able to see them.
Yeah, it's actually super easy to do that, and honestly, I think it's a good thing for people to get caught up on. And
Yeah,
this is
you can just drop people the link. It's easy enough, and they can go and watch them, as Mike says, with anyone else.
Yep. We'll hopefully be able to disseminate the link out through all the different Discords. There's only like 30 of those we could post that on, I think.
Because me and Stolen fancied it. Mike, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I was going to start a CCL show anyway, seeing as I've taken interest in it, and I would show up in people's stream chat and tell them how well they were playing. And so I was going to start a CCL show, and Garyon thought that he would appropriate said show to make it more official. And I knew that Stolen was interested in also casting and stuff like that, so we got him involved. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, we hope it'll carry on. Don't see why I wouldn't. I will still also be doing a CCL roundup show every week. That'll probably... I was going to do it on Tuesdays, but I believe that the time that I picked is also when Andy Davo has a scheduled show. So I don't want to compete with that. So either I'll do it around them on Tuesdays, or I'll switch it to Wednesdays. So we'll do a roundup show every week. Talk about anything interesting that happened in CCL. Maybe look at a match. If any top two players played each other. Look at the leaderboard, have a look at some teams, and follow the people through. Obviously, the first week and the last week will probably be a little bit more interesting than the ones in between. But it's always nice. People like to have their teams talked about. Anyone who's at the top of the leaderboard, if they fall off at the end, then get ignored normally on shows. So they have a show in the middle where they were the top guys. Crucifer is back, so I'm sure his name will be mentioned a lot. And yeah, we are going to try and bust out some important matches. We'll try and cover as many of the playoff matches as we can this season. And, is it still going then next season? But we might do some top player matches if, the top two people on the leaderboard run into each other. He is streaming again, yeah. Which means he's less salty, which is nice. When Crucifer's not streaming, he's slightly more salty than when he is. You can actually make some jokes with him.
He didn't like when I kept mugging his team.
He did not.
I played against Christopher just a couple days ago with my dwarf team, and the only line I felt I had to win was to remove the bull centaurs. So, profile at them at any chance I got. It didn't work, but almost drew the game. So,
to be fair, like Stolen was regular dwarves, like 400 TV down against Claw Mighty Blow Chorfs. So it was just fun to just foul him constantly.
Well, normally, and the funny part is I don't foul as a coach. I tend to forget to do that, and it's a thing chat likes to throw at me, like, you should foul. Like, you need to foul. Foul now, please. So at that game, it's like, okay, I don't really, we're just going to foul everything, because any piece that he removes is a piece that helps me out, and if my guy goes off without dying, it's a bonus for me.
I've just checked, Mike. Crucifer is on his 14th Chaos Dwarf team this season. Because he's got that one that I guess doesn't get a lot of games. It's a little bit odd, isn't it?
Ooh.
Because he has Owl Watch, which has done well, but he has got 3 losses, and normally once he starts racking up some losses, he starts a new team to see if he can get a better run going. And if that team loses at all in the first couple of games, he just starts it again. So he's currently made 14 different Chorf teams. So, yeah, Steve, hello. Yeah, we'll talk about stuff like this. Steve, you'll get to be mentioned on our CCL show. Steve doing a very good Wood Elf run here. 13-3-1. I did notice you started with Chorfs, by the way, Mike. And I looked you up earlier, and I accidentally looked you up in season 19 instead of 18. Yeah, Poopbox passed you, Steve. Poopbox also streaming pretty heavily this season. The Russians have come out in force. Goody Nick is gone with Nurgle. Goody Nick, who qualified season before last with Undead. Dalabor's got a good record there with Dark Elves. Price with his Necro. 10-5-0, unbeaten. And then Geryon. Geryon with his High Elves. Deciding to shit on Andy Davo's parade. I hope that continues, Geryon. Yes, Andy's on about his 4th or 5th High Elf team, isn't he? You can.
The rule you can't be in.
Yeah, the rule is you can beat an admin, Geryon. It's just you suddenly find yourself unable to log in.
You can only beat them once.
Yeah.
Is that how you become the admin? You beat the admin, you take their spot?
Unless
like
it's all have a
Highlander.
look. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's like Black Panther. That's how you rule the admins. Mortal Kombat on the field. Yeah, let's take a look at the name underneath, Geryon. The Return of Ducky. Not doing too badly, is he? 10-1-0 with Lizards. So, and poor old Jimmy also returned, was on the front page, and then just decided that, oh yeah, I've forgotten I completely hate Blood Bowl. Just conceded 4 times, gave up. You want me to look at the next page? Ah, Mike Skaven. 7-0-0. That's why you wanted me to look at the next page. How's the team developing, Mike? Do you want me to have a look at it? Oh, you mean this guy? Yeah, but look at the amount of games he's played. He's actually played the most games of anyone this season, I think, when I looked. And it's a complete griefer team now. I mean, that's not going to... It's unlikely that's going to qualify with a record like that. I mean, with Goody Nick up here at 11-1-0. So Monopoly has become the spin lottery nightmare. And I'm not going to mock him for it, because last season, that guy was Geryon. With his 2K Nurgle team sitting around waiting to ruin your day. Yes, that's what it is. It will just wreck other teams, Mike. You will accidentally spin into him. As soon as you hit like 1600, you will immediately spin into 2000 Nurgle and die.
You'll have to forgive me, chat. I've been a little bit quiet and kind of giggly because I think I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. Retro seems to be very unhappy that we're spending all our day with the CCL playoffs, but we're going to continue on.
You've played Monopoly twice, Steve?
Alrighty.
I don't think
I'm live again, by the way, Artemis.
You ready?
Matters. Yep.
Okay, I'm just going to have a quick look at Monopoly's team before I kick people over to you. Oh, yeah, his team's totally fine, Steve. Yeah, what's to worry about that with his 6 Claw Mighty Blow?
The funny part is I got to hear about that before I got to see it.
Yeah, what a completely easy team to spin into there.
Oh, no. That's a rip team.
Look at the state of that. He doesn't even have like a bench of a bunch of rotters either.
Nope, just one extra piece.
Yeah, okay,
Lionel
you woodies,
von
but
Roberts.
are you treeless woodies, Steve? Because I That tree should have lasted one turn against this.
Maybe 2.
As the beast rolled claw. Oh no, it's got block at least. Blodge! A blodge beast! Blodge guard beast. Amazing. Yeah, this team's a goddamn nightmare, isn't it? Remind me when I get to start playing again to constantly check chat for Monopoly. Jeez Louise. Yeah, this is how you do it. You just look in here. And if you see Monopoly's name on this list.
Don't spin.
This guy. If he's there, check if he's in a game. And if he isn't, then don't spin. Right, you ready, you said, Stolen?
Yeah.
Are you actually up and running?
I am. We should be live with... Let me double check. I'm not lying to you. Yeah, we should be live.
Okay, before I kick everyone over, I should remember that I keep forgetting. Please hit follow, because I never remember to tell people to do that, and apparently it's important. Other than that, I'm going to bust you all over to Stolen XP, and we'll carry on with some CCL stuff.
Okay,
I'm going to raid.
Raids are always fun. It pushes everybody back and forth. So real quick, catching up on my chat. Hello, Tinker. Hello, Ender. Everybody's confused. It's a Sunday stream. Yeah. CCL playoffs. So we're casting those games. We'll take... Wholly unexpected raid from Artemis Black. Thank you. Alright, so what I've done here is I've pulled up Dionysian's Mutant Amazons. So we're going to see them play against Fiction's Kids Labs, but I figured we'd start here because it's a more interesting team. Well, not more interesting. It's a very interesting team to look at, and I know more about Amazons than I do Kislev. So we take a look here. You're still here, right, Artemis?
I'm still here.
Okay. So you take a look here. He's got what, 1 AG up, or actually he's got 1. No, that's strength. Wow. 1, 2, 3 strength
I can't
up.
see anything you're doing because you have the thing screen on.
Awesome, possum. We should be now in a good spot. So if we take a look here, he's got 1, 2, 3 strength up. 2 of the strength up are busted, movement busted, but take a look at that. 3 strength up. 1 of which is a guard stand firm piece. So you just wedge that somewhere and it just doesn't go anywhere. Especially, we're probably going to see like these 5 guard pieces roll together. So, those guys should be an interesting team to look at. This catcher's got sidestep and block, which is nice. He's got a mighty blow piling on jump up, because that's a thing. That's a real good thing, actually.
Sorry, I was quiet because I was just advertising that we're back on with CCL coverage.
We've got, yeah, he's got 2 rookies, but this is a stacked team.